Hello and welcome back. We are going to the hospital for the first time, so we don't know what we need. We are fully stocked, so we'll just go with this, see what types of books they like. Our first time at the hospital. Yes, of course. Open, open, open. Cool. Now let us have a look around. Hello. So, did you hear? What about Dr. Cruz? Yeah, apparently he... What? What'd he do? Shh, not in front of everyone. Oh, hi there, you're new. You're the bookseller we heard so much about. Welcome to Buxton General. How's business? Heard anything interesting recently? Give the staff at the hospital something to talk about. Sell 50 books at the hospital. Okay. I was thinking it was going to say to these people. I was like, fuck no. We'd love to know some chatter from your shop. You got any goss? Basically what you're saying, isn't it, darling? Okay, no one else? What do you want, my darling? I'm looking for anything sci-fi. I typically pick a book from a series. There you go. Science fiction, part 1. Good enough for me. Yeah. Heard of Attack on Titan? I think it's anime, but I don't watch anime. I'm not a fan. See, someone's picking up a newspaper. There's nowhere else to look. Okay. So there's a thing. I just looked at the achievements because I thought I'll just have a quick look. There's a thing about selling books to seagulls. Don't know how the fuck you do that. There's a thing about selling 40 of each category of book in a day, which means I'd have to have 40 of that category stocked. And I have not done any such thing. I don't have enough space. I desperately need a new book. I'm looking for something with a detective, and I like books that basically rip my heart out. I'm partial to a good crime novel too. That's not really, is it? We find her mother's body, ruled to death by suspicious circumstances. Investigates for herself. That could do. Codename Villian. We know what that is. That's Killing Eve. I just watched that show. Finally, I've just started season 4. There's the fourth season is like the last season, I believe. But I'm enjoying it, and I love Jodie Comer. I don't know how you say her name. She's Scouse, like me. An assassin going by the codename Villian has recently appeared on the map, killing some of the most influential men in international politics. Can former MI6 agent Eve find and catch this eccentric psychopath? I mean, out of those... crime novel like, I'd probably say that one. She didn't like it. She didn't like it. Never mind. My fault. What are we on so far? What are they like? Facts, drama, and crime so far. See, I'd have to put 40 of one specific category on the shelf. Which is doable, because I do have that many in the categories, but... they'd have to like every book, you know what I mean? So technically, I'd need more than 40, because what if they don't like that book? Like, no one's buying fantasy here, but they will buy crime. Fact and drama. I'm trying to think, I can only fit 48 books, so basically everything would have to be of the category. It's not good, is it? Hey, kitty. Fuck's sake. You know what I want? I want some bookshelves. That would really, really help me. What day is it? The Waterfront Fish Market. Beach is closed because of the, I mean, it's the only place that sells something other than the flea market. Not that it's snowy. What do you like? Wrong one. You like travel, fact, and fantasy. Okay, let me try something. We're just going to attempt it once. So that would be everything. You can have 2 fact books. Okay? Just once I'm gonna try it. I think it'll have to be once you get like multiple bookcases. They're gonna be like, I need a crime book, and I'm gonna be like, I ain't got none. I ain't got none. Ba-da-da. Have a look, matey. Fishing net, awning. And I've got enough. Oh, you beautiful bastard. Converted boat shelf. Fits 24 books. It's not really enough, but that's okay. Finally another shelf. It cost me every penny I've got. Love to know how you sell. How do I sell books to you? It says I can, you know. What's that? You go up a little bit? One sec. They look like something there. What do you want? I enjoy a classic from time to time. I like escaping into fantasy worlds. That's a fantasy world. Worth a shot. I should have looked around. I just went for whatever it was. It looked like there was a rock or something. Maybe I can pick it up the way you can with the seagulls. Yeah, they're putting everything down. They're like, they don't like this shit. No classic books, huh? None. No travel books. Nope. Sold 1 book. Oh, this was a mistake. I would have sold so many books today of the other things. I picked one of the categories they liked and just went for it. It is really when you've got a shit ton more things, you know. So I'm not really making any money today. But we did get a bookshelf, so I'm happy with that at least. Something more sophisticated. Non-fiction. These are all fiction, aren't they? Yeah, I know. None of them are going to be sophisticated. It's a fantasy section. That's on me. It was worth an experiment. Just once. Until I have enough bookshelves, I won't attempt that thing again. We've sold 6 books, where normally we would sell at least, say, 14, 15. Hello, handsome pup. What a sweet dog. And hello to you too, dear. Good to see you again. I wanted to ask how you're doing. Doing great. Happy to hear it, although you need to make sure to take enough breaks. Do you hear me? It took getting to my age to realise the importance of downtime. Otherwise, you'll miss out on all the good stuff. Back in the day, I always said to myself, Tildy, there'll be a time for that when you're retired. But I didn't know what age had in store for me. Now I'm not as spry as I used to be. Oh, that was great, that. It was a fabulous conversation. Someone buy a book, will ya? No crime books, huh? No, I decided today not to bother. Decided today to go for this. None left, I suppose. Sold 7 books. I'm putting them away. I'm putting them away. Okay. Let's go back to Aussie. We got some. Oh, we got the new bookshelf, of course. Would be helpful, wouldn't it? Most definitely. Right, what do you like? Fact, drama, and crime. Thing is, I should have looked through what all the books were in the fantasy section, really, shouldn't I? Da 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 da. Where are we? We're on fantasy. We need classic now. Just realised there was a gap there. So. 72 of 72. Excellent. I love that. Finally finding a new bookshelf. So we had that tiny little box, but that isn't good enough. It can only hold like, what, 18 books or something. Not even 18, like 10 books. So it was unfortunate. But now, we've got 72 books. First time seeing another bookshelf, really. What have you got? You want anything from me? It's saying like there's a conversation happening here, but like, why have you got the little thing above your... Got a symbol above them, like, yeah, we can talk. Am I just supposed to listen to gossip? One sec. It says to get some good gossip. I'll give you a recommendation, baby. What you need? Prefer factual books. Sometimes I enjoy a good graphic novel, so let's see what we've got. Well, not the periodic table explained, really. The Debois family, a success story. Future must be bright. This solar punk-inspired work is packed with thoughtful poems and practical insights to guide you through life's most difficult challenges, perhaps. Foundational text illustrates how traditional teaching modes reinforce colonial and classist power imbalances, and proposes an alternate that treats students as co-creators of knowledge via dialogue and collaboration. That sounds dull. A tale of how Gulson transformed a derelict farm into a sanctuary for plants and pollinators, filled with humorous anecdotes and fascinating science. This book is a heartfelt plea to cherish and protect life in all forms. I'm just going to see if I've got anything graphic novel-wise before we pick. Learning difficulties, powerful testament to how little love and patience can change a child's life. Horrible histories, they're kind of funny. History of the British Empire is full of horrible people and horrible deeds. Find out how a war started when a Brit was sitting on a stool, and who wore a necklace made of human skulls. Perfect name for a marine biologist, and wrote the perfect book for all of us who are fascinated by members of the phylum Mollusca. Explore the history of these curious sea creatures with shells. So that's another horrible histories. I do like horrible histories. They offer kids more though. She does like a good graphic novel. Let's try. Hey, she liked it. I haven't read that one since I was a kid. Little. That's pretty cool. Jules Verne. I saw a gorgeous copy of a Jules Verne book when I was in... Where was I? I was on holiday and I can't remember where I went. Cyprus. No, it wasn't Cyprus. Anyway, Turkey. It was Turkey. I went to Turkey and I found this absolutely adorable, gorgeous version of a Jules Verne book. I loved it so much, but it was in German, so there was no point taking it, you know. I don't read German. It was just gorgeous, though. It was a lovely dark blue. Anyway, I want a book with a coming-of-age plotline. I like books with poetic language. I wouldn't mind if there was romance. Oh, my. Doesn't even give me a section. It's not going to be... Maybe a drama. That's not really coming of age, though, is it? I suppose she gets married. She's young. Dramatic story of twins from Kerala, India. They recall their childhoods. That could be coming of age. Definitely not. Caucasian chalk circle. A play. Within a play. The side of a boy should go to a rich woman who gave birth to him and the maid who raised him. Does not sound coming of age, really. Julius Caesar is not. Invites readers to take a step away from social media and feel a little less alone in this chaotic, beautiful world. That's not coming of age. 17, deeply on coal. Introduced him to the world of punk rock and challenged his disbelief in vampires. A slowly building horror novel with critical annotations courtesy of its femme fatale. I mean, she's 17. There's romance. She liked it! Yes. How many books we sold today? 7, 6, 8, 4, 1 and 2. Okay, we're doing reasonably well. Sold a lot more than we sold last time here. Let's have a look at the... Okay, it is still the 3 same things. I was wondering if it would change at all. But I suppose I had a good amount last time, didn't I? It would be nice if you could look inside while people were in here. We've done 50. I like having that grimoire there. Oh, now you'll let me talk to you. Your little shop attracts quite an interesting crowd, doesn't it? Yes. You see, we love people watching. There's always so much to learn. We can trust you, right? You won't spill the beans. Depends. Good, because I heard that Jenny has a massive crush on the new phlebotomist. Really? Jenny from Orthopedics? No, gods no. Jenny the physical therapist with the purple hair. Oh yeah, I mean, they would look good together, wouldn't they? But if I know Jenny, she'll never ask him out. Maybe those two just need a little push. Oh, right. By giving romance titles. I mean, there's not actually like a romance section. So I just have to know the book and figure out if it's romantic or not. I know sometimes they say romance, but you know. I'll take you decluttering, most definitely. Yeah, we're spending all our money. Tilda's surgery today. Oh, we have to go to the hospital. It's disgraceful, I don't know. I think these were all here in the first 3 shelves because that's what they like at this place. And then everything else was just the mix, wasn't it? Not that. Perfection! Should do more of the books they like over there, but you know. What a slow day. Nothing happening at reception. Ah, they want a book. Okay. I wouldn't mind if there was romance, and I wouldn't mind starting a new series. Body is found in the snow. Dark places. Little Libby's life in rural Kansas has changed as she witnesses the murder of her family. Full dark, no stars. True horror. After the funeral. I mean, these are all crimes, so... It's not really romance in that. It is the start of a series. Everyone's getting a barcode tattoo. When Kayla decides not to, her life as she knows it is thrown upside down. She finds herself on the run and wondering what exactly it is. I don't know if there's romance, though. Paradise Lost, wow. Foggy Marsh, War Looms. It is dystopian. I wouldn't say there's romance. On the earth as it is on television. That's pretty cool. Postgrad life is tough, but navigating hell to save your professor's soul. Why the fuck would you do that? Save your professor? Fuck off! Manali can't stay at her fishing village, which forbids her dreams and confines her to rigid gender roles. Ugh. I just don't know if there's any romance in it. I don't remember if she even kisses the other boy. Wizard Detective Harry Dresden is back in the 9th installment of the Dresden Files. Seems an odd place to start. That is a terrible book. I read it. Oh god, I read that book, right? Because I'd heard it was such an influential book and it was so great. It's a piece of shit, and Holden Caulfield is a big douchebag. He's like the worst human being on earth. And afterwards, I was young, I had it on my bookshelf at my dad's, and my dad decided to read it, and he's like, well, my daughter finished this, so it must have been good. He read the whole thing, and then he said to me, oh, about that book, The Catcher in the Rye, and I went, oh, what a piece of shit. And he went, oh my god, I only finished it because of you. And I was like, I mean, if I start a book, I'm gonna finish it. I'm trying to think. There was one book. It was a Stephen King book. It's like the monsters, the aliens, and they get blasted out of your ass. It's dreadful. It's an absolute dreadful book. I can't remember what it's called now. They're called Ass Blasters or whatever, but it's a Stephen King book, and I put it down for 9 months, this book, because it was so bad. And then I finished it because the film was coming out. They made a film of it, and it was just absolute shit. The film was slightly better than the book, but there is no romance in that. I mean, there is the 2 other characters who, the gunslinger. There are 2 other characters who are like the background characters from Roland, and they do end up together, but I wouldn't call it a romance. The folk in the air. Jude is a mortal living in the Fey realm and is constantly tormented by the High Court, where Stavola is the youngest prince. How can she stand up to him without being roped into intrigue of the palace? Rangers are mysterious figures, believed to practice strange magic. When young Will is chosen to become a ranger's apprentice, he discovers a whole new world of secrets. Take that. It says romance. Well, it was worth a shot. I gave up. I didn't even read it all. I just saw romance, so I went, okay. You stupid. Did you know you were stupid? Hey, bitchy boo. Arf. Who's the sweetest boy? You the sweetest boy. Yes, you are. Say hi to people. You really shouldn't be wearing your white coat outside the hospital. Technically, you should have other clothes to change into when you get into a hospital anyway. You shouldn't be coming to work in your uniform. I did a couple times. I did nursing. I did a couple times come to work in my uniform, and I was like, what are you, stupid? Because you're getting the outside filth all over your outfit, and then you're going into work, you know. And it's fine for other jobs. It's not great for sick people. Are you here to ask after Tildy? The surgery's gone well, but I have not been able to see her. I'm afraid it'll take a few more hours until she's well enough for visitors. I genuinely don't care. I came here because it would not let me go anywhere else. Her caregivers have assured me that we should be able to look in here in the morning. Still quite worrying, is it not? I'm very aware of the risks that come with a surgery like this. Having trouble going home. Maybe. Yes, I should wait until we have more news. Would you join me after work is done? I'm sure Tildy would like to see you. I don't give a shit. Normally you bond with other characters in a game, but this doesn't have any characters I'm bonded with. Maybe the boy in the band? That's it. Everyone else is annoying. Been looking for the cat today. Yeah, the only time I get to see what's on my shelves is when I'm recommending a book. I just know that of that thing. Oof. Set in the 60s, this book chronicles Eileen's budding friendship with the charismatic Rebecca, an obsessive affection that pulls her complicit into a crime. Pulls her complicit into a crime. Does that make sense? Anyway, character-driven tale for lovers of unreliable narrators and a dash of dark humour. Case closed, one of my all-time favourites. 17-year-old superstar detective follows the wrong people. He's poisoned and turns back into a kid. 17 is a kid. Now, as grade schooler Conan he solves cases, this time on a cruise ship. Who done it? Manga. It's about changing a adult, well, it's not an adult, it's a 17-year-old into a grade school or whatever age that is. I don't know. Detective Poirot. There you go. 26-year-old Margot. Cole. It's worth a shot, you know. She's looking for books about children, but in the crime section. A 17-year-old is still a child to me. Even at 25 years old, you're still a child to me. Sorry. Not sorry. They are children because they are little kids, and I am a full-grown adult. You can be an adult and not be full-grown. Ooh. Apparently I can go in. She shoos you in the direction of the lifts. Still looks tired. Her hair is pulled into a tight bun and her clothes look smooth in an effort to look fresh. Maze of white hallways leads us the way. With a slight prick in your chest, you wonder how many times she has been here, worried about a loved one. Imagine me caring. You knock politely on the door. You see that isn't Tildy, a woman of similar age greets you with a smile. Of course, Tildy has the bed by the window. You pass by a separated curtain.
Oh.
I don't care. Of course I am silly, I told you I would be. I'm treated like royalty here, despite my moral objections to any such institution. The only thing lacking in this place is entertainment. A little too tired for reading. I've been relying solely on Giselle's delightful stories here. Of course, I should have known you wouldn't be able to resist even for a minute. I rest enough, darling. In fact, I do nothing but rest. Would it be too much for my young visitor to fetch me a few things? Sure. It's annoying. Jesus Christ. Oh, pick it up from the Mega Marsh. Does that mean I can go inside? If I can go inside, yeah? Cool, go away. It's not closed. Means I've got to go to the Mega Marsh. If I get to go inside though, I appreciate it. Because I've been wanting to. 47 bucks. I don't think I care about poetry and shit. I never come here. Crime and drama. Sorry for eating sweets. Jelly babies. It's the only one with not in its section. Done. Eat the very last jelly baby now. Ah. I love jelly babies. Awesome. How do I pick up a board game? What is that? I didn't even know I could do that. Cool. Can't go wrong with a play. They're less than 200 pages, that's a plus. I also like books that basically rip my heart out. Fabulous. A morbid play? It's less than 200 pages. Fuck it. It's just a morbid play. I was like, yes, okay. She said, come here to pick up a board game, so I assumed I could either go in the store or pick it up from somewhere. I said hello to someone coming out of the store. That's weird, isn't it? How do I get this thing? I don't have a clue. supplying her with 3 small courtesies to make a hospital stay comfortable. Right? Fetch an entertaining board game for Tildy and her friend Giselle from the Mega Marsh. How do I do that? What's this called? Tiny bookshop. Tiny bookshop. How do I pick up a board game at the Mega Marsh? It says funny bookshop for some reason. Tiny bookshop. 3 words. Simply park your bookshop cart there, and Klaus or a major character will bring the board game directly to you. Arf, arf. Dogs usually understand me. I think yours might be funny. Okay, we'll just skip that. There we go. Hey, how you going? I hear you went to visit Tildy in hospital. How's she doing? We were thinking of her during the surgery day, you know? Anything I can do to help? I hope she lets us know. Miriam called ahead, said to give you this. Excellent. That makes it much easier. Me faffing about trying to figure it out. I hear it's her favourite. Give it to her. Do you see the thing in front of the Mega Marsh? Apparently that's our new mascot, and get this, it's supposed to be St. Buxton. Cassie reckons it'll make us cool with the elderly customers. It fucking won't. At least I'll get a laugh every day before work. Now, they'll hate that. They'll hate that fucking floppy man. I'd say younger people would like that, if anything. Wow, that's a lot of books gone. I don't mind a bit of a fright. I typically pick books from a series. I wouldn't mind something like a thriller. Thriller night. Hannibal Lecter. That is a fucking thriller, and it is part of a series. Can't go wrong with a bit of that. I have read a couple of the... I've definitely read Hannibal. I don't remember if... There's one of them where it's a story of him growing up, and the Nazis forcing him to eat his little sister, basically. So that's where he first got a taste for human flesh. So, I've read that one. But I don't know whether that one's called The Dragon or something. But it's very good. I read it while I was sunbathing. I distinctly remember that in my head. I attempted, so stupidly, to get a fan from inside the house. I brought an extension cord out and everything and attempted to get it to work in the garden. It did not work. It did not work. I don't know why I thought it would. I thought it would just push the air that's there, but it does not. It's like you've got to be inside. It's very odd. That's the board game. Okay, that's fine. I assumed they could work outside. I was a fool. Right, what do we need here, specifically? Crime, fact, and drama. Okay, so let's start with crime. Okay, let's do drama. Let's do fact. Okay, we've got a whole shelf of each of them. It's 14 of the fact, though. Let's go for a couple more fantasy, because I love that section. Classic, you can have one more there. Yeah, do another classic there, then go to the kids' books. Okay, and then we'll do one more travel book. Is that a full shelf? 72, yes. Okay. See if we can go straight into Tildy. You look relaxed. Have you gotten around to taking a break yet? I have. You deserve it, dear. Make sure to breathe. If you need company next time, I can always come along. Do you have any news? Wait, is that Breakneck? Nach? I see that. That game is my favourite. What a stupid name. Can't wait to introduce it to Giselle. Giselle. So she won't even know what's hit her. If you don't mind, I have another favour to ask. I had a visit from Walter yesterday and insisted on making me my favourite fish finger sandwich. Said something about needing to bolster my strength. The sentimental old sod. You pick it up for me, from him for me. Terrific, thank you. That means I have to go to the seafront, waterfront. And they want recommendations sent as well, I forget. I don't care what you gotta say there, just tell me what you want. Romance plotline. There needs to be a happy ending. Northanger Abbey. Oh. Historical novel set in the Middle Ages. Certified Goth near Mary... Oh, by Mary Shelley. Okay. Mirroring the struggles of women in Shelley's time, the female protagonist must choose between love and political liberty. I don't know that she chooses them, so... Romance Gitano? 18 romances, Spanish poetry. Portraying the pride, resistance, and suffering of the Romani people, that's gypsies. Their legends and traditions, and revealing the hidden soul of Andalusia. It's like a place in Spain. Through rich, symbolic, and surrealistic poetry. Andalusia. Anyway, The Telltale Heart, that is definitely not romance. A collection of poems. Yeah, I was hoping for some like Jane Eyre or something in the drama section, but... Okay, let's look at the dramas. It's not romance. Scandinavian folk hero. The Tempest. Deposed of by his brother and forced to take a sabbatical on a desolate island. No. New Hampshire. Collection of poems. So it's a no. Okay. It's gotta be romance. She wants romance. Stephen King says, sometimes dead is better. Now he's back home with things when... It's not a romance. The Green is what? Drama? Maybe drama. Midsummer Night's Dream. That's got love triangles. Romantic entanglements. Let's just see what else is there. But I'm thinking that. Okay. Midsummer Night's Dream. It's got romance. It's not like Northanger Abbey. I was looking for like Jane Austen or something for that, but I didn't have any. Happy to report the doctors are already boasting about her recovery. She had a hip replacement yesterday. Of course she's still healing and in some pain. She requires a lot of rest. I checked on her, I barely had any time. I hope the cafe will be alright. Oh, I don't care. Genuinely don't care. Fucking dull old people. I'm not saying all old people are dull, they're not. She is. So's Tildy. Stop. Go downstairs and make some. I bought yesterday, what did I buy? I bought a hamburger, I bought some cheesy chips. Cheeseburger I bought. And also some banoffee churros. So churros covered in toffee sauce and sliced banana and a tub of ice cream. The ice cream is downstairs in my freezer and half of the churros are in the fridge because I had half of them. Tempted to go, you know, get the ice cream. Anyway, treat myself today. I couldn't get into a romance novel. I enjoy my books light and entertaining. I also like historical settings. Well, it was... When did he even fall in love? Didn't you just say you didn't want... Didn't he say he didn't want romance? I picked something that wasn't romantic. What a fucking swine. Swines. I mean, there's still someone in there, so. Hey, kitty. You like that? You like the touches? She's loving it. Didn't know you could stroke her that much. Ruff. Speak. Good boy. I mean, I've got nothing else to do unless you want a recommendation. What is that? When it's snowing, plus 25 to warm effects, minus 50 to plants, of course. Romantic mood with some recommendations. Bailey. Come on, dude. Oh. He's buying a shit ton of books. I went to a bookshop 3 years ago, something like that. And I went in there just thinking, I'll just buy 1 or 2 books. And I came out with like 25 books. They were all like 3 for £1, so it was fine. But yeah, she ended up getting a massive box out of the back and was like, yeah. She was like, how are you going to get home? And I was like, a taxi. I'm going to get a taxi. So I went outside and called one. I was just like, I'm not walking home with this. I walked there to the shop. But I wasn't walking back, not with that massive box. It was so heavy. What are we on? Mega Savings Day. Where did you want to go? Oh shit, she said she wanted a stupid fish finger sandwich. I hate that my fucking whole life is revolving around these. I don't even know what day it said it was. Monday. It's not to say I have to come here when it's thingy. Travel, fact, and fantasy. Just realised there's no crime. I'll do, yeah. I didn't realise that. Like every day is fucking Tildy's fucking stuff. Why am I a personal fucking servant? You got a sandwich for me, mate? Fish finger sandwich, fucking weirdos. Genuinely do not care. I don't care about that old woman in a fucking surgery, why would I? She ain't related to me. What do you want? Travel, okay. I'm looking for something to do. A new hobby. Usually I go for the 21st century publication. Do you have anything like Shearwater? Intertwined memoir, nature writing, travelogue. This book chronicles the author's year-long adventure in pursuit of a long-standing object of his fascination. The impressive seabird known as the Manx, Shearwater, or Puffinus puffinus. Yep, that's twice. I like a puffin. Alright, Around the World in 80 Days, which is a great fucking story, but you want something from the 21st century, don't you? Into the Sunset, the Magical West. Explore the mythical and exotic lands of Western Europe. Satirical travelogue series lets you in on secret wisdom and mysterious culture of the West. The Bookshop book. Try that. Cool. You liked it? I really want for like travel books and stuff. I like classic books. Some kids' books. Fantasy, definitely. Crime books. I could do that with a good murder mystery or something. Drama books probably as well. Facts, now and again. Like I own Ripley's Believe It or Not. I've got one of those. That's it for facts though. I mean, maybe like things you need to know in case the world ends. I think I've got a book like that. It's like about restarting society and what you'd need. It's good to have it just in case. I found this weird rock. What do you think it means? I think it's probably from the moon. Sure, it's a moon rock. It's a moon rock on the beach. Forgot the time again. I should head home. Why the fuck would a moon rock be on the beach? Someone dropped it. I need your help, young'un. What do you want? Classics. A cookbook would be nice. Romantic reinterpretation of the Iliad. Helene, 16th century version of Helen of Troy, 16th century version, has the chance to forever change the trajectory of her life and love. A historical play and a St. Buxton classic for a reason. 18 romances. Telltale Heart is a classic. It's not a cookbook. Where the fuck would I get a cookbook? That was the second shelf. I'm confused. Are these are drama? I thought they were kids' books for a minute. Like, the only cookbooks I ever see are in the travel section, aren't they? Book-inspired recipes. Okay. It's the only thing that was a cookbook. I was like, that's normally in the travel section, I'm sure. I saw no crime books. And no kids' books. Isn't crime one of the sections for you? No, it wasn't. I just brought 8 just in case. I've got some of my chips left over from yesterday as well. I got chips and cheese. And it was a massive tub. Normally it's a tiny tub, like the same size you get a hamburger in, you know, if it's on its own. But it was one of those large tubs that normally have a burger and fries in. And it was that, full of chips and cheese, so I only ate half of it. All the cheese, obviously. But now, just heat up the other thing. It'll take like 3 minutes to heat it up. In the air fryer. You do pretty girl. You pretty little kitty. I can't remember if you were a girl or not. The dog's a boy, so. Yeah, baby. We're on 254, so that's good. Because I'd finally banked up enough money, you know, to buy a new shelf. And I'm wondering if I could put shelves on the back as well, you know, where the floor space is. Should be able to. Scootin' McTootin', sir. Bye. See, the thing is, when I go see Tildy again at the hospital, she's gonna want the third thing. Why can't you just give me it all? I'm gonna say books on aliens, I'm gonna take it, aren't I? This stupid ass hospital. Fact, crime, drama. Something is happening with my controller that the right bumper doesn't always work. And it's really annoying. I noticed it when I was playing Subnautica 2, because you'd have to use that to go up and down in your fucking tadpole. Which is the ship. Didn't seem to sell any kids' books at the hospital, so I'm gonna skip it. Bet you they're gonna go, ooh, where's your kids' books? Imagine getting someone a fish finger sandwich and then taking it to them the next day. Be gross. Something smells delicious. I'm not sure my doctors would approve of a fish sandwich in my diet. Seems to have to sneak it into the hospital then, doesn't it? One last thing you can bring me. Are those heavenly strawberry pastries from the Liberté? Just really like them, so I phoned Moira and she promised me a fresh batch. Yet if I get to eat one! I'd love one of those. What a slow day. What's going on? What do you want? romance. I prefer to read uncomplicated books, and I usually go for books with happy endings. That is a TV show with Brie Larson, the girl who plays Captain Marvel. North and South. It's the Industrial Revolution in England. It's romance, but is it a happy ending? I can't remember. I have seen it, the TV show. Leaves of Grass, obscene by some critics for its sensual nature as poetry collection. She doesn't want poetry, she wants the Iliads. What is that called? The Song of Achilles. Wild Sagrasso C. Ever read Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre and think, I wonder how that woman ended up in the attic and being labelled crazy? Yeah, this is the other version of it, isn't it? I've heard of that. It gives her story. Basically, her husband was a twat, as you expect. Now that is a romance, but it definitely doesn't have a happy ending. Nope. I don't. Tragic ending. It's not a romance. I remember watching that film, Babel. I can't even remember what it's about. It's fucking nuts. Video game that triggers the end of the world. That actually sounds kind of cool. I'm thinking the yellow section, really. No. Someone take Catcher in the Rye. Far from the madding crowd, three men are reluctant to contradict her and eager to win her affections. That is a romance. It's fucking romance! Cafe Libertar. Just trying to think where the fuck she wants me to go next. I liked choosing where I went. You know, I'm going, do you know what I fancy today? I fancy going to the lighthouse. But in this, it's forcing me to go to wherever the fuck she wants and coming back. I think she's getting well enough to become a bit restless. Always looking for something to do and giving others something to do as well. That's who she is, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Do say hello to her, will you? She's expecting you, I believe. Did I not? I gave her a sandwich. Yeah, I gave her a sandwich. I bent, that means I went in. Yeah, I ate last night about 5 PM. And then perhaps 11 PM I had half the churros. And that's all I've eaten since then. That's why I'm constantly snacking. Hi, Bailey. Now I'm going to have some news. You're not going to want to miss the winter market. That's why I'm constantly snacking, like, all the time. I'm like, probably get annoyed with it. I'm eating some jelly babies or I'm having some crisps and I'm on the mic. And I don't mean to be, but I'm just starving. I've decided the Liberté should finally join the stalls there. I mean, what could go better with a winter stroll than a hot drink to warm your hands? This month's been kind of hard on us with Tildy's hospital stay. My nan has really been herself. Tildy doesn't work for you. No, you're not acting weird, but still. Hoping a good winter market will help people a little happier, as long as the flea market's still going on and it's another day. I might be busy, but there's always time for a chat when friends drop by. Could get into a romance novel, wouldn't mind starting a new series. That means someone bought Catcher in the Rye. Thank God for that. It's a series, it's not romance. It's thrilling mystery novels. It's not romance, though. Whoa. Breakfast Club turns into a crime scene before detention is over. You know you'll be in for a thrilling, twisted mystery drama. That sounds cool. She wants something with a fucking... She wants romance. Happy endings. Nope. Nope. No, it's a girl. There might be some romance in it, but it's doubtful. Let's try you with that. Yeah. I had nothing to give you, babe. I had nothing to give you. I'm not saying men can't read romance novels, but, you know, it's a bit weird. I like them when bookshelves, you know, they're either in alphabetical order or when they're in sections, like this is fantasy novels, so I don't have to look through all the shite. Usually just look at like every fucking shelf and be like, along the spines, any authors I recognise, any books I recognise, then I'll go from there. I'm gonna have to buy the complete Austin Works, aren't I? Right, Cafe Libertad. I haven't been here forever. Travel, classic, and crime. Did you miss a fucking thing? It's fine. Some fact books because we got a bit of space. Yeah, that's what I meant. I'll do. I didn't check if it was full. It was. It was. You know, I sometimes just love a pastry. Maybe she'll come out. Alright, darling. Give me my fucking pastry, Bint. See the picture, there's a croissant. G'day. Apparently you're Australian. I can see, like, that way it says coffee. I'll read the rest, though. Cafe Libertad's at the top, obviously. Okay, I'm looking for anything sci-fi. I usually enjoy a classic piece of literature. I really enjoyed the Napoleon of Notting Hill. In an alternate universe, successors of the throne of England are chosen through random selection. Wow, imagine that. You king now, or queen. While the newest king fails to take his position seriously, one inhabitant of Notting Hill upholds his whimsical decisions with vigour. How odd. I'm so tempted. Game of Thrones. Give you a piss, John. Didn't like it. Oh my god, I wanted sci-fi. It is fucking science fiction. Are you dropping off the cake?
Oh.
I have your pastries right here. Careful, they're still hot. Strawberry tart. Give her and Nan some big hugs from me, right? I'll be over there soon to visit once things settle down a bit. Kill for the strawberry fucking tart. I just realised something. There's been no flea market, has there? She did just say about the winter market, but there's been no flea market. Which is annoying. You need some help. What would you like, darling? Simon's the best. I'd love to read something classic. Enjoy longer books. That is a classic. Frankenstein is also a classic. Never even heard of that. Canterbury Tales. Pick up a new hobby. She's gonna want a fucking hobby book. See, these are classics, but they're nothing to do with hobbies. Nope. Nope. None of these are anything to do with hobbies either. I thought maybe the travel books. Nope. Nope. None of them are to do with a hobby. I know that whatever I pick, she'll go, this isn't a hobby. See, poetry's a hobby. You won't take it as one, will you? Okay, savor the possibilities, the lives they touch, the pages they turn. None of these are anything to do with a fucking hobby. The family of mollusks. If you want to have perfect manners of a well-bred 20th century woman, look no further than this thorough guide to politeness and civility. You're a man. Yeah, I understand comics, the invisible art. Well, it's a fucking hobby. Doesn't sound like a classic to me, but it was a fucking hobby. Nothing in the classics thing is going to be about a hobby, unless it's about the nature of fucking, you know, maybe some butterflies or something. I don't really understand what else you could do, you know. I'm glad I kept going to the waterfront though. If I didn't, I wouldn't have had that second chance to sell shelves. I'd have been so annoyed. Just to not having them, not a... Go on, get off. Alright, baby. A 5, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the intro to biology as well. I'm gonna leave us there. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.